So this would be day one of what I'm witnessing here in a South American country, if you will. I'm an American, obviously. First off, got to say the response of the government and the U.S. Embassy here have been spot on. They didn't overreact. Matter of fact, the people here haven't overreacted as well, which is good. They haven't panicked. Now, there's been some panic buying, if you will, at major supermarkets, but as far as the small little tienditas, they're fine. Right now, of course, this is Sunday, so I want to read this thing that I got on a WhatsApp is a really, I guess, a really important app here, obviously to disseminate information and all that. And so this is the information I got on one of my groups I'm in the community that I live in. I had to translate this from Google, so bear with me here because it's probably not going to translate well. But let's go on. This is from somebody. It says, I share this message that came to me. Attention, 12 emergency measures for coronavirus and people living in buildings. People who live in buildings have the higher risk of contagion than those who live in houses. I live in a building. Let's not panic because we will freeze. Again, Google Translate. Let us inform ourselves and act intelligently. Number one, the administration of each building must meet with custodians and cleaning personnel to explain what the coronavirus is and why special cleaning measures must be taken, explaining which are the most vulnerable areas of the building where the virus could enter and spread. Two, floors should be cleaned daily with chlorine or disinfectant with special attention to elevator buttons, the stair and elevator handrails, door handles, and locks and bars. Three, the most vulnerable places are the elevators, the entrance hall, and any area or zone that includes handrails. Its cleaning with chlorine and soap should be done daily. Residents and service personnel should be instructed to sneeze, not to sneeze or cough inside the elevators, whether or not they are ill. That would be 5, I guess. Yeah, 5. Residents and service personnel should be instructed not to sneeze or cough inside the elevators, whether or not they're ill. Number 6, a billboard, which can be virtual, must be put together with information about the coronavirus. This billboard must inform you of the apartments where there are elderly so that we all know where the most vulnerable are. Likewise, it must be reported in which apartments there are infected or quarantined people so that they are well informed. Luckily, no one's been quarantined yet. 6, I guess. Any person with fever symptoms should inform the board of directors to include their apartment in the list. If the infected person needs to be transferred to a health center, they must clean the entire route they have traveled, including disinfecting the elevator. Everything sick, without exception, must leave the building with their respective mask. 7. Take extreme hygiene measures in the community, especially when sneezing, wearing a handkerchief, or sneezing in the elbow, etc. 8. Children should stay in the common areas and not go outside because although they are resistant to coronavirus, they are carriers and will bring the virus to the building. Don't know how much truth that is, but like I said, this is from somebody random. 9. Each household should be organized so that only one person per apartment purchases food. The rest of the family must remain at home. 10. Anyone arriving from the street should take a full bath or clean hands, face and neck with alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, or soapy water. Clothing should be soaked with soap and water. 11. Those who enter vehicles to the building must leave and enter with the windows up and sneeze inside their car. Avoid the practice of sneezing out the window. Finally, recommend to the community to minimize the use of public transport or places where there is a crowd. As you can see, the people here have taken this extremely serious, which is good. Again, I want to reiterate that the government here has been on the ball when it comes to dealing with the situation, and as well as the U.S. Embassy. They have not said anything crazy. They've been vigilant. They've kept everyone up to date on everything they possibly can. Matter of fact, today they've had a conference, like a virtual conference call through, I can't remember what app they used, but it was So not only was the ambassador, but the chief medical personnel in the embassy to disseminate information on what they're doing, what they're planning to do, and what other measures that they're going to take. They've also said that any embassy personnel, to include family members who've had high risk health problems, if you will, they've notified them through telephonically to ensure that if they want to leave, they can. I guess somehow. Again, yeah. So that's really about it. I suspect, and this is just me, I suspect this is going to go on and continue for at least the bare minimum 60 days. So I'm going to be locked, not necessarily locked. They haven't put curfews out. I mean, that's what I suspect next. There's a helicopter flying over, which is sort of an uncommon occurrence. But I suspect that some sort of curfew may or may not come in contact. There has been some panic buying, not like the United States. Other than that, everything is cool. You know, I don't have any questions or concerns right now, so we'll see what happens during tomorrow for day 2.